So, guys, let's continue with what we have started with. On I hope that you have read the lesson. I told you to read the text, to read the lesson, and we're going to read it now together, and we will try to explain it. I want to remind you of something. Do not forget the support session today at 4 if you'd like to attend. Okay, at 4. You attend through the same link. You can open the application and you can attend via the same link. This link that you attended with now. Okay, Karim, you want to say something?
Oh no, reading.
Okay, Majid, you want to say something?
No, me too. I want to do.
Okay. So, um,
Miss, I hope
hi, Hani.
to hi, my miss.
Hi.
Today at 4.
At 4. If you would like to attend, we will have a support session. And maybe I will take reading grades for those who haven't read the last time.
No,
Okay?
at 4 the third out that we have competition the reading.
No, reading competition next Tuesday. The reading competition next
Okay.
Tuesday, April 20.
Oh,
Okay, it's good that you reminded me of the competition. Please, guys, start the training on the competition. I'm going to send a notice on the parents group also, but plus
Miss, is the competition optional?
yes, it's optional. It's optional. Oh, yeah,
Miss, what's the first competition? I
reading,
forgot.
reading.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Karim, can you start reading? Sorry.
Reading?
Yes,
Okay.
from the title.
Patterns of change.
Okay.
Solid as a rock.
What is the subtitle, ya
Is a
Kareem? Do not skip the subtitle. Rock solid. This is a subtitle. Is a
rock
title
solid.
that gives us the as if it's giving a title for the paragraph itself. Continue.
Rock solid. Solid as a rock is a saying often used to describe something that reliable,
That's reliable. That's reliable.
reliable, that doesn't change. But in fact,
In
rocks
fact,
do change.
in fact,
In fact, rocks do change. The effects of water, wind, and
wind.
temperature
Why wine?
over long
Wind.
period, wind and temperature over long period of time slowly transform one type of rock into another type of rock. These same forces also shape
How inspiring.
our inspiring landscapes and sketch designs on rock. Natural patterns are
Nature's.
visible.
Nature's.
Nature patterns are visible in some rocks as small as peb- pebbles,
Pebble.
pebbles, and wonders as vast as the Grand
Canyon.
Ca- Canyon.
Okay.
The,
Stop. So,
the photograph
stop, ya
across
Karim.
these pages.
Karim. Karim, stop. Okay, so guys, they are just giving us like an introduction to what we're going to know or what we're going to learn about nature, and they started talking about rocks. So from this paragraph we can get a main idea that we are going to talk about rocks. Okay, they described they gave a saying at the beginning. They said solid as a rock. We use this saying to describe people who are reliable, who can be responsible, who are trustworthy, who we can depend on them. Okay, since they do not change at all, so we say that they are people. These people are solid as rock. But in fact, if we are talking about rocks in real life, rocks really change, and they change due to several effects. And types of rocks change from one type to another. Okay, also they make, what did they say? They said that they make like shapes, designs in nature, that they are awe inspiring. What do you think we mean by awe inspiring? Who can tell me? How can you guess the meaning of awe inspiring? What do you mean by awe inspiring? These same forces also shape awe-inspiring landscapes and sketch designs on rock. What do you think we mean by awe-inspiring? No one knows?
Something inspiring for people to do.
Inspiring, excellent. It inspires people to do something, and also, why does it inspire people? Because it's amazing and spectacular. It has a very, very, very beautiful shape. It's amazing and spectacular and marvelous. Okay? So that's what we mean by awe-inspiring. Thank you, ya Mahdi. Thank you, Mas. Thank you, Karim, also. Majid, continue reading. It shows me that you really read the text yesterday. Continue,
The
ya Mahdi.
photograph across the shows one example of nature's art. This structure of rock, known as the wave formation, is made of sandstone. It is sandstone to rock over a long period of time.
Okay, thank you. So they're talking about the picture here in your book. It shows what? It shows the example of nature's art. What do we mean by nature's art? We mean that these shapes were made by nature, okay, by nature itself. They weren't made by human. No, the structure and the formation here is made of sandstone, which this shows me that sandstone is one type of stone. Okay? It was sand and turned to rock over long periods of time. Yes. What do you want?
No idea.
No, no, enough. Mahdi, continue.
Miss, this one I didn't know how to
Igneous
pronounce
rock.
yesterday. Is it
Guys,
igneous? Yes.
guys, why don't you put the words on the dictionary if you do not know how to read it, and you listen to it? Put it on the dictionary and the dictionary can read it for you.
Igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are one type of rocks. They are formed from hot liquid rock called magma. Magma exists from below
Far
the
below.
Earth's surface,
Far.
but it sometimes escapes to the surface through cracks, such as the mouth of volcanoes.
Of
Then we
volcanoes.
call it lava.
Of volcanoes. Thank you, ya Mahdi. Okay, so they started talking about the first type of rocks, which is igneous rocks, and how it's formed. Hala, continue. Hala? Hala,
Yes, Miss.
continue reading, please.
Igneous rocks.
Continue. He reached the
Igneous
second
rock.
paragraph in igneous rocks. You weren't following. This molten rock.
Wait.
The second paragraph here.
Small. I thought you said start over.
What? No. It said continue.
Oh, okay. This molten rock or lava is composed of minerals. As the minerals slowly cool, they form crystals. Eventually, the once fiery liquid hardens into a solid substance.
Into a solid
There are many
substance.
kinds
Thank you,
of
Hala.
igneous rock.
Thank you, Hala. Okay. So after they are released out the hot stones, they cool down, and when they cool down, they become into solid substance. So they form other types of rocks. Thank you. Malak, continue.
Okay. There are many kinds of igneous rock.
Igneous rock.
Igneous rock. Their text, their text,
Textures.
texture,
Textures.
their textures and colors come from their
Crystallized.
crystallized minerals.
Hmm.
You may be familiar
Familiar.
with
Granite.
granite, which feels rough and comes in many colors. Another variety
Variety, we mean
of
types.
of igneous
Igneous rock.
rock igneous rock is obsidian. which is
Obsidian.
smooth and often black.
Okay, so you see, they put the pictures of the granite rock and the obsidian rock in here beside the paragraph. And when you read, you can figure out that the granite and the obsidian are made out of the igneous rocks. So the igneous rocks can change into granite and obsidian rock. Thank you, Malak. Let's continue. Rena, Rena.
Sedimentary rocks. Igneous rocks do not stay the same forever. Water and wind erode them, carrying away particles of broken rock and depositing,
Depositing.
depositing them elsewhere. These particles may be left on a beach or riverbank, in a desert or the sea.
Thank you. Thank
Gradu-
you. So you see what erosion can make to the rocks and to the sands. It can drive them away. It can take them away from one place to another. So they form another rocks in another places. Thank you, Ren. Hassan Mughni,
Yes,
continue reading.
gradually the particles collect the layers that contact between the
Okay,
particles and
pay attention to the punctuation. Gradually, the particles collect in layers. You stop a little bit.
okay. The contact between the particles of the layer squeeze out any pocket of
Moisture, moisture.
moisture or air. Press, pressed,
Press, press. Why pressed?
pressed,
Press, press.
pressed,
Mess, Hassan. Pressed, pressed. You press on them. Pressed.
pressed together, the particles form a new material called sedimentary
Sedimentary.
sedimentary rock. It it is formed from many different sorts of sediment. It can include rocks and sand as well big
Biological.
biological
Biological.
biological matter such as plants, bones, and shells.
Mhm. Thank you.
So I
Thank you,
continue.
Hassan. No, no, thank you, Yamis. Ali Mroueh,
Yes,
continue, please.
just as there are different kinds of igneous rock, there are different kinds of sedimentary rock. Sandstone is formed from sand. Limestone is composed of bones and shells.
So you see, every kind of stone is made out of different particles and different materials. Why? Because they are made from nature, and in nature we can find deposits of everything. So when things are collected together, they form stones. Thank you, يا علي. علي طحينة.
Yes.
يلا, rock formations. Let's see how rocks are formed. Now, stones are smaller than rocks. Okay.
Okay. Over time, a layer can be created entirely of one kind of sedimentary rock.
Geologists.
Geologists,
Geologists.
geologists who study rocks call a layer made of the same material and at
Same
and at
time.
about the same time a stratum. Another stratum of a different kind can be deposited on, on top of the first one.
Mhm.
The plural for stratum is strata.
Strata. Okay, so you see, this is the strata. You see the layers? Look at the picture and
Yes.
you can find layers. Yes, so layers when
It
are
looks like a pancake.
yes, it looks like a pancake. That's right, because we have layers above each other. Thank you, Ya Ali. Thank you, Hani. Hani, Hani, Hani doesn't want to participate.
Yes,
Brahim,
Miss.
يلا يا هاني, continue reading يا man. Hani,
Yes.
read, continue reading. Many strata
Many strata of different kinds of rocks can
accumulate,
accumulate. Each
accumulate.
one will press down on those that came
Come, eh,
before it.
continue. Scientists,
Sci- Scientists learn a lot by studying the
chronology, chronology,
chronology of
cro, silent H, chronology,
chronology of
layers.
layers. The or
The oldest layer will be at the bottom, the
The
youngest.
oldest layer will be at the bottom, the youngest at the top.
Thank you. Okay,
This
thank you, Yahani. Thank you, Yahani. So, guys, if you see here that since the different kinds of rocks they accumulate over each other, so they make layers. How do scientists know the ages of these layers? They look at the layers. The one that is at the bottom, this means that it was the first one that was put here. So this means that it's the oldest one. And the one at the top means that it's the youngest. Okay? So when we say studying
Okay.
the chronology of layers, we mean the time, how the layers are ordered in the correct time order. Okay. So whenever you want to study layers, the one at the bottom means that it's the oldest one. The one at the top means that it's the newest one. Marlon, Marlon, would you like to read?
Miss, can
Yeah.
I read?
Majid, you read at the beginning. Let me allow all of your friends to read. Continue, ya Marlon. Marlon, last
Yes,
paragraph.
miss.
The last paragraph, read it, please.
Miss, after Marlon and
Yes,
Marlon,
I'm moving according to the list of names in front of me. Marlon, please read. These layers,
These layers of sedimentary rock can create dazzling patterns. Each layer will have its own texture and colors. Moreover, water and wind will continue to do their work.
thank you. So you see, guys, when these layers are above each other, when we find these layers, they make dazzling patterns. They make amazing patterns, very beautiful patterns, okay? And every layer will have its own shape, its own colors, its own design. But also water and wind will continue to change the types of these layers into other types of rock. Um, uh, Rasha, 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 Zahra,
Yes, Miss.
Rasha, yalla, continue reading. Then I move to Zahra.
The rock cycle. Still, rocks continue to change. There is a third type of rock below the Earth's surface, called metamorphic rock. These rocks are pressed down upon by the layers of rock above them.
Thank you,
At
Rasha.
the same time, they
Thank
are
you, Rasha.
heated. Okay.
Okay, continue, Zahra.
yes, miss.
Continue.
Okay.
At the same time, at the same time, guys, do not follow your friends when they're reading. Zahra, at the same time, here.
Miss, I can't.
Miss, I colored it. At the same time,
Oh, at the same time, they are heated by the magma
magma
beneath
beneath.
magma beneath them. Eventually, the heat will cause some metamorphic
Rock.
rock to melt and become megama.
Magma.
Megama.
Magma. Why mega?
Magma.
It's ma. Thank you, Zahra. Okay, guys. So you see, the cycle is repeated and repeated and repeated. So here, now we return back to the magma, and then the magma will go out of the volcano. Will get out of the volcano, okay, and then it will change into a second type of rocks, and this type of rocks will make a layers, and the layers will change into another type of rocks. Then they will become metamorphic rocks, and the metamorphic rocks will become magma, and so on. You see, so the cycle of rocks doesn't stop at all. Muhammad Bustani, Muhammad, Muhammad, Lana, are you here or no? Muhammad and
Yes, sir.
Muhammad, Lana, read. Continue reading, Lana.
The rock,
As the magma
as the magnet slowly cools, it will
cools,
turn back
cools,
into cools. It will turn back into
igneous rock,
in rock.
into igneous rock.
Okay, the repetition of this
Repetition,
process,
the repetition,
the repetition of this process is called the
cycle,
rock cycle. The rock
cycle.
cycle
Thank
is
you, thank you, thank you, Lana. Okay, so you see, guys, it's a repetition. It repeats itself. Brahim, the last part. Brahim,
Yes,
yeah, the last part.
yes.
Continue reading the last part. The rock
The
cycle
rock cycle, the rock cycle is a pattern of
pattern.
change that repeats pattern and a pattern of change that repeats and continues. It transforms liquid rocks into a solid substance.
Substance.
It builds cliffs. Substance. It builds cliffs from sand and bones, and it returns rocks to liquid form.
Uh-huh. Excellent. Good. Good. So you see, guys, this is the rock cycle. This is the magma below the earth surface. It cools and hardens, so it becomes igneous rocks. Then the igneous rocks changes into sedimentary rock. The sedimentary rocks, they squeeze and cement. They make the sediment squeeze and uh, cement, so they form sedimentary rock. The sedimentary rock changes due to temperature and weather into metamorphic rocks. Also, the metamorphic rocks, then they change to magma and so on. Okay, so all of the rocks can be also broken down and become sediment again before they change into igneous rock. So, for example, the metamorphic rock, a part of it can break down and change into sediment immediately before it becomes magma. So all of these rocks, they will change over time, and they form sediment, then the sedimentary rocks, then the metamorphic rock, then the magma, then the igneous rock, and they repeat the cycle over and over again. Did you like the text? Did you like the reading lesson? Did you like it?
Yes.
Yes, it's not difficult,
yes,
Yes.
not complicated. It's
yes.
direct and
Miss,
it's
can
giving
I tell you
information.
something?
Yes.
Miss, for my
In
opinion, I
my
don't like
opinion. In my opinion.
in, okay, I don't like expository text like gives us information.
Why? Why don't you like it?
I don't know.
I like expository text, actually.
So I like expository and the one that they go on adventures.
Yes, adventurous
Yes,
stories.
like this.
That's
I
like
like
adventurous
adventure.
stories. Yes, I like thrilling stories. Yes, I like.
Miss
Okay.
Karim
Yes.
sent to me to let him in the Zoom.
Okay. Yeah, I let him in. So, guys, the last point to talk about, I remind you that if you'd like to attend the support session in the afternoon, it's at 4. So the last point, let's talk about it. Let's remember the main idea and details. We said that every paragraph or text we read has a main idea and supporting details, right? Okay, let's take the part of the igneous rocks. This paragraph, igneous rocks. Let's take this part. Let's try to figure out the main idea and some supporting details of this paragraph. Who wants to tell me the main idea of this paragraph? Rena?
Me.
The igneous rocks.
Igneous rocks. And if I want to write it in a sentence, I can take the first sentence that igneous rocks are one type of rock.
Can we say
Yeah.
can we say types of just types of rock?
No,
Types of rock.
no, because here I'm talking about igneous itself.
Okay.
I'm talking about one type of rock. So you see the difference
Okay.
now? I'm not talking about several types. No, I'm talking about the igneous rocks. So I have to mention that I'm talking about the igneous rocks. So how did the writer
Okay.
here support his main idea with details? What are some of these details?
They are formed for hot
Yes,
liquid
I
rock
can
called
take this
magma.
one as a detail. That's right.
How they are formed.
No, they are formed from hot liquid rock called magma. I have to take the whole sentence.
Yeah, but this sentence is talking about how are they formed.
Yes, because it's giving me a detail about the igneous rock.
Give me an
Yes.
idea about it.
Give me a second supporting detail.
Magma exists for long.
Ah, okay, let's see. Here they said they are formed from hot liquid called magma. طيب, okay, but here I'm talking about magma itself as if I'm giving more explanation about magma. I'm not giving explanation about the igneous rocks. So here I don't consider magma till the end that it's
Supporting
supporting
details.
detail. No, I do not consider it as a supporting detail to the main idea. It's giving further information here. It's giving just extra information about the magma. But the main supporting details, they are formed from hot liquid rock called magma. This is what we have to know about the igneous rock, okay?
Yes.
But the
Okay.
sentence after it gives further information. That's what I want you to pay attention to. That the sentences that give more explanation sometimes are not supporting details, are not main supporting details, okay? We continue.
Okay.
This molten rock or lava is composed of minerals. As the minerals slowly cool, they form crystals. Eventually, the once fiery liquid hardens into a solid substance. Can I get a supporting detail here about the igneous rocks? For sure, I can,
Mm,
because I'm still talking about how igneous rocks
Yes.
are formed. After the
yes.
magma, they will turn into lava, right? After the magma, they will turn into lava. So this is a second supporting detail. Notice something here. They said as the minerals slowly cool. Here I'm giving further information about the minerals. Okay? So we can
Yes.
take
Okay.
that the main idea igneous rocks are one type of rock. Let's see how we support this idea. They are formed from magma. The molten lava is composed of minerals. Also, we can say that the once the fiery liquid hardens into a solid substance, so we mean here that it turns into a rock. Okay?
Miss, can I tell you something?
Yes.
I play a game about nature. It has all these rocks inside of it, like granite and obsidian and
Planet. Yes.
sandstone.
Good.
These.
Excellent. Excellent. Good. 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 Bravo. Okay. If we take this paragraph also, okay, we can figure out its main idea and supporting details if we take this paragraph alone.
Like their textures and color come
But what's
from
the main
the
idea?
ah
There are many
The
kinds of
kinds of igneous
Excellent. The
rocks.
kinds of igneous
yeah.
rocks. Why only Majid and Mahdi who are participating here? Why are only Mahdi and Majid?
Miss, I'm raising my hand.
You're what? You're making them in your head? You
No.
No,
can
he's
part.
raising his hand.
Oh, you can. You can unmute
It's
yourself. You can
raising his
unmute
hand.
yourself and answer. I'm not taking turns
Oh,
now. Okay. So the main idea here, there are many hands of igneous rock. And then we continue with the supporting type. Karim, give me a supporting detail for this main idea. We said that this is the main
Their
idea.
textures and colors
the
come from
kinds of
their
igneous rock.
crystals
This is the
minerals.
main idea. This is the main idea. We said the first sentence
Okay.
is the main idea.
Their texture and colors come from their crystallized
Mineral.
Ice
minerals.
minerals, yes, but yeah, Hala, I asked Karim, but it's okay. This is correct. This is the first supporting
Oh,
sentence. Karim, can you give me a second supporting sentence?
Okay. Which which
In the same paragraph, I'm still supporting the same main idea.
oh another
Uh-huh.
variety of Ignatian rock is obsidian.
Bravo. This is also another supporting sentence. Bravo. So you see, great, great, great. Okay. Okay, good. Good job, guys. So again, I repeat, if you'd like to attend the support session, it's today at 4.